There was something about tap that defied gender, age, race. It was just a very accepting art form.
The New York Times has called French woman Roxane Butterfly the John Coltrane of tap.
Tap dance for me is a major art form because it's both dance and music. You have to be a musician, you have to be a dancer, and you have to be good at both. It's a long apprenticeship. It's extremely demanding, much more than what people think. Jazz came out of tap. The music was created to go with the dance. It's a language that was born out of slavery. It was born on the plantation.
La génesis del tap es muy dolorosa, tiene que ver con la esclavitud. Prohibición de practicar danza, de comunicar con cualquier cosa que podía generar un sonido que quedaba en el cuerpo humano.
She's one of New York's most dynamic tap dancers, cut her teeth with Jimmy Slide from the acclaimed Original Hoofers. I met her after a performance of her latest show, Jalaba Groove, in Paris. She's now trying to get the French to recognise and appreciate tap as an art form.
Hey, why don't I go to Morocco, where my mother was born, and see what gypsy migration's track has been through Northern Africa into Spain, and how I can connect what I do maybe with something that is more European but still connected to Africa, like flamenco. And I started thinking of all these possibilities of creating bridges with different cultures. Something that really was interesting for me when I was in Morocco, it was just stunning to see how the musicians are guiding the person who went to get back. To me, this is improvisation. This is what I'm trying to emulate. This is that space that I'm trying to reach, because we're dancing because we want to be free, freer. Like, people think that improvisation is anything you want to do, when it's really a science, and that's really a science that needs to maybe be broken down to educate people further. We are going to speak about the history, and we are going to represent who we are today. There's such a powerful feeling in the freedom that is to explode from a tap dance performance. Tap is something that came out of it, a need for a certain group of people to preserve their identity. Anything that may have been a threat or may have represented a collective or communal empowerment medium, such as playing the drums, getting together and dancing, for African people was forbidden on the plantations.
Well, I thank you for saying that about the history. And it's troubling because what's happening, see, this is how racism enters into our culture often, because the history is omitted. Things are omitted from the history and people start writing books. The false history is told enough so people believe it. And so that's why I think what you're doing is really important. You do honor the history.
Roxane Butterfly, vous êtes la première danseuse de claquettes que je reçois dans cette émission. Est-ce que les claquettes ont changé depuis le début des années 2000 ?
Ce qui a changé, c'est qu'il y a beaucoup plus de présence féminine sur le devant de la scène. Moi, j'étais un peu seule de ma génération. Il y a beaucoup plus de danseurs jeunes. On a participé à cette grande révolution musicale qui était la world music.
Europe 1 Social Club.
Un tout nouveau rendez-vous qui revitalise l'art des claquettes.
Avec Roxane Butterfly, qui est toulonnaise et qui est une célèbre star aux États-Unis, la patrie du tap dance.
I was lucky enough to be invited by Roxane Butterfly to the American Dance Festival. There was a show they wanted to feature all rhythmic dances, tap dance, flamenco.
What makes tap be what it is syncopated rhythm. It's that flow in the rhythm. There's something like really, really deep about this art form. It created jazz, and now it's going beyond. It's creating another form of music.
She's amazing. I met Roxy 20 years ago in New York, doing amazing shows everywhere, being the teacher that everybody wants to be with. Her art is something that put together different languages. It's not only about tap, it's about other languages. She puts together music, she puts together theater.
The magic of tap is that to produce the sound, you are always on the floor, but at the same time, if you don't create a space for the sound to exist, then there's no sound. So you also are always in the air. It's a levitation, and that's what I like.